2024 has passed, and 2025 has arrived. But perhaps you are still living in 2020. This video is not just another normal New Year motivational video that inspires you for a week and then fades away. In this video, I will share very practical things. If you work on them, 2025 could become the best year of your life. A study in America found that only 9% of people are able to complete their New Year resolutions, and 23% fail within the first week. I'm sure it's the New Year, and you've made New Year resolutions as well. But according to me, the first thing you need to know is what not to do. Just knowing this will solve 90% of your life's problems. For example, if you say, I want to wake up at 6 a.m. to go to the gym, you'll first need to wake up at 5 a.m. To wake up at 5 a.m., you'll need to go to bed by 11 p.m. And to go to bed at 11 p.m., you'll have to stop using your phone by 10 p.m. Stopping phone use by 10 p.m. is your first step toward waking up at 6 a.m. It means you need to know what not to do. You should not use your phone until 11 p.m. That's the first step. If I explain with another example, let's say you want to follow NoFap this year and stop watching porn. The first step is to unfollow Instagram accounts that post such content. That's the first step. Once you take that step, only then can you achieve the final result. There's a quote I read somewhere. A mistake remains a mistake if you do it once, but if you repeat it, it's not a mistake. It's a bad habit that needs to be fixed. So, if you have a bad habit, fix it. The second thing I want to tell you is about attention. You need to see where you are giving your attention. Your attention is very costly. There's an unlimited amount of content available. Personally, when I travel on locals, I see someone watching a Korean series, someone else watching an English movie, and another watching a Japanese series. There's unlimited content available to people, and they are feeding their minds with it. The point is, when there's so much demand, there's obviously a lot of supply. So much content is being created, and so much production is happening. Some people are just endlessly scrolling through reels. Just the other day, I saw someone directly go to a porn website, and I was just standing there, watching. What I feel is that people are giving their attention to so many things, and brands know this. Brands know how to grab your attention, and they spend millions on it. Your attention is a very expensive thing. I would say it's priceless. It's a highly valuable asset that cannot be measured with money. But here's the problem. People give their attention to all these distractions because they don't like the real problems in their lives. They don't want to face their real struggles. So, they tend to escape, to find comfort in meaningless content. But this escapism creates a loop of loneliness, a trap that's hard to get out of. I'm trying to tell you that this year, 2025, you should make a significant decision, a disciplined decision. Decide that you will focus your attention on things that actually matter in your life. I'm not saying you need to pay attention to every wrong thing, but stop focusing on trivial things. For example, people are concerned about when the world will end. Does that really matter? Instead, focus on how you can enhance your skills, develop meaningful relationships, or make a positive impact on the lives of the people around you. When you focus on these things, the things that actually matter, you'll see significant changes in your life. Now that I've talked about attention, let me add one more point. This year, make a decision to stop mental masturbation. I'm not talking about the physical kind. If you're doing that, you should stop too. I'm talking about mental masturbation. Overthinking. Weaving ideas without taking action. Look, everyone has ideas. People at tea shops have ideas. People walk around with billion-dollar ideas. But ideas alone don't do anything. You need to take action. I personally feel this in business as well. I see a lot of people working with me, and I observe that many people only like to discuss ideas. Because when we discuss ideas, it becomes a form of mental masturbation. They enjoy saying, yes, we can do this. Oh, we can do that, or doing this will be fun. All of these are a significant waste of time in my opinion. I've observed that the more you do this, the more you enjoy it at that particular moment. However, you waste another very important time of your life because during that time, you're not taking any action. And until you take action on something, how can you expect any significant change in your life? So, I personally think that people need to focus on avoiding mental masturbation. This year, your goal should be to be action-oriented. Before going to bed every night, you should ask yourself, how much action did I take today? What actions did I take? It matters. The more action you take, the closer you will be to your goals. Even if the action is small, it should be action-oriented. If you just think about it and go to sleep, there's no benefit. What I mean is that you need to remain action-oriented. Even if the action is small, you should take action towards your goals. Along with taking action, you should also promise yourself this year that you will work on your relationships. Now, when I talk about relationships, I don't just mean boyfriend-girlfriend relationships. In my view, 90% of a person's problems arise due to a loop of loneliness. Nowadays, nobody talks about loneliness because the society we live in is based entirely on detachment. In detachment, what happens is that people are given phones, and they have access to everything inside their phones. So, we are moving away from human contact. Gradually, as people move away from human contact, they have become very distant from their own relationships. People don't talk to each other at home. I've seen that people start using their phones even when sitting with their parents. Many people even message in the family group just to say something. They don't even like to speak out loud. I've also observed that people show no interest in having meaningful conversations with their parents or siblings. They don't show any interest in that. Yes, they would rather narrate a story. Mainly, people are just consuming content. As I just discussed, the type of content they consume matters. And when they don't get it, they feel unsatisfied. Most people are just chasing physical relationships. If they get that, they feel satisfied. If not, they remain in that relationship until they find it. They chase that. And even if they do find it, they remain in a loop of loneliness because it cannot last long. So, in my view, we should spend time building meaningful relationships. My last point is about inner engineering. Look, I don't know if you believe in God or not, but I do. And I tell you that if you actually want to bring significant change in your life, you need to detach yourself a little from the material world and connect with a positive energy. Because today, if I talk about the kind of content we consume, the kind of songs we listen to, the kind of food we eat, the kind of people we admire, all of this matters. I'm not saying you should completely cut it off, but you need to replace all those things if you want significant change in your life. For example, if you listen to songs filled with curses, try listening to some good, peaceful songs instead. Focus on how clean you can eat. When you start doing all these things, changes will begin to happen in your life. Start meditating a little. That will bring clarity into your life. The mental clarity that you seek will start to come to you slowly. And on a final note, I would say that New Year's will keep coming every year. And many people will continue to make New Year resolutions. Everything I have said is based on my experiences and very practical advice that applies every year. If you make one rule in your life about where to focus your attention, what content to consume, what to do, and what not to do, if this clarity comes, the rest of your life will be fantastic. Not just 1 year. Make your entire life fantastic. This is why I created this channel, to explain these things to you. My purpose with this channel is to build a community of strong-minded individuals, and we will continue to bring such content to that community. Thank you so much for watching this video until now.